because I truly believe you have to make your wash routine work for you, or cloth nappies are not going to work for you. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to break down our wash and dry routine for our cloth nappies. The other day I did the video about the brands we use, the sizes we use, so today I wanted to do our wash and dry routine, so that if you're struggling with that or you're thinking about cloth napping and it feels a little bit overwhelming because there's so much information on washing and drying, then this is the video for you. So first of all, just to show you, we keep our dirty nappies in a plastic bucket. Now these tend to come with a lid, but as you can see we don't use it. At the minute the bucket's in the utility room, so it's not really a problem not having a lid on, and it means that moisture doesn't get stuck in the bin and create mould, which is good. Some people I know use baskets with holes in the sides so that the air can circulate, but I think it's just personal preference really. We use this and it doesn't normally end up this full before I start washing. I tend to wash every 2 to 3 days, nearer 3 I would say, but because you wash on day 1 and they dry for a couple of days if they're not out in the sun, then it sometimes feels like it's only 2 days. So yes, we tend to wash every 2 to 3 days, depending on how many nappies she's got through. Judge it by how full the bucket is. So first of all, I want to cover what we actually do with the poo, because I think a lot of people always want to know, don't they? You know, there's poo, what do you do with it? At the minute we don't have a downstairs toilet. If we had a downstairs toilet, we would just be scraping the poo into the toilet. The nappy bucket would probably live in the downstairs toilet. But because we don't, we have compostable poo bags for the dogs. 100% compostable. They're made from cornstarch. So what I tend to do is I get one of these bags and I scrape the poo out of the nappy into the compostable poo bag, and then that means it's, you know, it's not going to sit in landfill because it's in a plastic bag. But what I do want to add is, if you watch this and you decide to use bags to scoop the poop into, please don't use plastic bags, please. It's just sort of, it's offsetting all the good that you're trying to do with a cloth nappy. So try and either flush it down the toilet, find a compostable poo bag, you know, think of the eco ways to dispose of the poo. That's what we do. So in this video I will be showing poo at some point, just one nappy, just to show you how we pull it off, pop it into a compost bag and how easy that is, and then throw it in the wash. If you're going to be offended by poo, I will let you know when it's going to appear and you can just skip past it. But I do think most people who haven't cloth nappied before want to see how it's done. I obviously can't show you newborn poo, which is a lot easier, but I will discuss it with you at the point I talk about the poop removal. Okay? So I'm going to start by showing you how I take the poo out of a nappy before I throw it into the washing machine. So I get one of these poo bags, just one unless it's a particularly full bucket. Open it up. Then here's a nappy, it has poo in. It's a bobber and boo. Open it up, your poop's going to be in there, and literally, bag peels off. Sorted. That is all you have to remove. That little bit of a mark will come out so easy in the wash. Pull out your inserts, and then throw both bits into the washing machine. Easy does it. You're going to hear some people say that they will put it in a bucket with water to soak them after they've removed the poo. I don't do that, and I've not had a problem so far. We also, cheeky wipes, just throw all of our dirty wipes in with the wash too. So here we go, pull the inserts out in the wash. With Velcro nappies, it's really important, let me just unpop, these is a close popping, you just pop everything out, she says. You do have to get wee on your hands, but you get over it. If you're that bothered, you can wear gloves of some description, but again, try and avoid using things that are just going to sort of backtrack all the good you're trying to do by using cloth nappies. So with Velcro nappies, before they go in the wash, you should have a tab. Now close pop-ins have the tab here. It's normally hidden in this little pocket. So for the wash, you want to be sticking your Velcro tabs down, because otherwise they stick to everything in the wash. So there you go, tab, stick it down, and that just goes in. Right guys, so now I've popped in the dirty nappies, the wipes. I've also filled it up a little bit with some of Scout's dirty clothes, tea towels and things like that. Don't add any big towels or sheets or anything, because then the nappies get stuck inside and they don't get washed. So now I've done that, I am going to close them in. And we're going to pop in some powder. Now, dependent on your washing machine, you may need to do a pre-wash first and then do your full wash. Now our machine does it all, so you just put in the powder once. At the start, half of what you would normally put in a wash. You're going for half your normal amount of powder. I'm using Ariel powder because that's what comes most highly recommended by the cloth nappy people. However, it is not the most eco-friendly option. Right guys, so now I'm going to take you through what I do for my washing cycle. I want to start off by saying I always, if there is poo in the wash, which there always is for us, wash at 60. I know some people don't, some people don't think you need to, but 100% I would not wash any lower than 60 with a pooey nappy. Now my washing machine does have a stains and pre-wash setting that you can probably see here, so I make sure both are turned on, because what you want is you want to make sure it goes through a good pre-wash cycle first to give them the best chance of getting clean. Basically they go through the pre-wash, takes away all the nasty bits, rinses out, and then it does your main wash. Now I always add an extra rinse onto the end as well. As you can see from my washing machine, which for some reason was set to time save and did not. Strange. My washing machine, all of that set up brings it to a 4-hour 43-minute wash. Now that might seem a little bit extreme when you're doing it a couple of times a week, but that's just the equivalent of doing a pre-wash and then a good long hot wash. You want to make sure your nappies are going through a hot wash, a long hot wash cycle. That's the most important thing, okay? You don't want to go above 60 because it's going to affect your waterproof layers, your plastic. So yes, 60 is a good temperature. Get rid of the nasties while protecting the waterproof layers as well. Okay, so that's all set. We've got it set on a 60 wash, stains pre-wash set in, an extra rinse. Mine's on time save because otherwise it's over 5 hours. Takes us to 4 hours 43. And start. So guys, that's how simple it is for the prepping and putting everything in the wash. Make sure after you have dealt with the wee and the poo that you're washing your hands really well. Because, you know, you are going to touch wee. You are going to occasionally accidentally stick your finger in some poo. If you're lucky, you might do it a few times a day. But yes, it's going to happen. Just make sure you wash your hands really good after. And this wash will be done in 4 hours 45 minutes. And then we will be putting them to dry. I tend to wash sort of late afternoon and then it finishes late at night. I then get up in the morning and hang them out outside if it's sunny, or on the area inside if it isn't sunny. I will go through that after. I will show you all of that. Also really quick, because I very nearly forgot, wipe your nappy bucket out in between washes so it doesn't get grim and you don't get nasty stuff growing in there. Morning guys, so it's the morning after I did the nappy wash. I tend to wash in an evening and then take them out the washer in the morning and put them to dry however it is that they're going to dry. So today it's pretty grey and rainy, so I'm going to be showing you what I do to dry them inside. So yeah. So here is our indoor area. It's not heated, it is simply just an area. For days when it's grey and rainy, we just pop things on here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to show you. I tend to, when it's raining outside, I tend to throw the wipes in the dryer. So I will be doing that as I go. So if things don't need any bleaching in the sun, if things don't need any sun, they just get hung on here. This is one that's got a little bit of a stain look. So what I would do is I lay them with the stain upwards so that once the sun comes out and this area can go outside, this stain is facing towards the sun. Dryers in the white, dryers in the wipes in the dryer. Wipes in the dryer, not dryers in the wipes. But that should give you a little bit of an insight into who I am as a person and the crap that comes out of my mouth. Just like with your white clothes. So inserts, just hang them like this. Try not to double your inserts back on themselves because they take so long to dry anyway. If you're folding them up and putting them on something, they're just going to take that much longer to dry. Baby grows go in the dryer as well when it's not nice outside. So I think this is the one that I showed you taking the poo off yesterday, look. Not even a hint of anything on there. So poo stains, poo marks, you know, they're never that bad. So guys, that is how I put them to dry when it's grey and rainy outside. If you're struggling to get them dry just on an area like this and you're like, I need a nappy and I need one now and they're all wet and I don't know what to do, The inserts, these parts, I pop them on the radiator. Now you'll have so many people be like, oh my goodness, you should not be putting your expensive cloth nappies on the radiator. How could you? You're going to destroy them. You know, if you're in a pickle and you need a nappy and you don't want to go buy disposables, pop these bloody bits on the radiator. You're not going to break your nappies doing that the odd time when you're in a bit of a pickle. Obviously quite important, never put the waterproof layers on the radiator. That is bad. These are the parts that get damaged by heat. Now obviously the fabrics can be quite sensitive to heat sometimes, so don't do it often. But if you're in a pickle, pop these on the radiator, get yourself through a few nappies while other ones are drying. It's not the end of the world. I think the most important thing is you want to make them work for you. Every now and again you'll come across some wonderful blog post about cloth nappies should work for you. By people overcomplicating them, it's making people not want to go for it and not want to buy them. And I think that's almost more harmful than popping some inserts on a radiator to dry for a little while. So honestly guys, if you are struggling for a nappy, you've got loads to dry but they're not drying quick enough, just pop them on the radiator. Something I forgot to answer in the other videos was, how many cloth nappies do I think you need in order to cloth nappy full time? I would say, honestly, so you are not a slave to the washing machine, you want upwards of 20. You want a realistic amount that is going to mean you are not looking at the bucket every day thinking, oh my gosh, I need to put some in the washing machine. It's easy to get into a routine of washing the nappies, and for me my washing machine is quite big, which means I can throw other things in with the nappies anyway. But you don't want to be worried about having to wash every single day. I know that saying you need 20 something nappies might also be something that puts people off, but like I said, you can get them second hand, and also you can build up gradually. I actually only bought 10, I bought a bundle of 10 newborn nappies when I first started, and I started using them, and then when I needed more I bought more. Also, something that I didn't know until quite late into my cloth napping journey was, some councils do grants to help you get money towards your cloth nappies. That can also be pretty useful for people who are struggling to afford to buy them. So check that out, check your local council, see if they offer any grants. Nappy libraries as well. Yeah, check it out. Because it's not sunny today, I obviously can't show you me putting them outside and the, you know, just how good the sun is at bleaching out the stains, which I think is going to be a good thing to show you. In the time it takes me to edit this video, if it suddenly becomes a sunny day, I'm going to pop that on the end of the video for you. The most realistic thing is, we live in the United Kingdom. It's not very often you get a bright sunny day. So the majority of the time you're going to be drying them like this. And that's how easy it is, what I was just showing you. That's actually quite a lot of nappies behind me. I am running pretty low at the minute, so I might have to pop these on the radiator, although the heating's on. So anyway, the most realistic thing is you're going to be drying your nappies like this. So definitely think about that. What else? Oh, can you cloth nappy if you don't have a proper washing machine? When we first started cloth nappying, we lived in a static caravan and I cloth nappied. I had a, what are they called? They're like compact washers that you keep in your shower that you use in caravans. Twin tub washing machine, and I would fill it up with the shower and I would fill it up, do the rinse cycle, drain it, fill it up, do the main wash cycle, Do that a few times because a twin tub only stays on for I think it's 5 minutes at a time. Do that a few times. Oh no, it might be in 15 minutes. But I would do that a few times, rinse it, refill it, rinse it, refill it. And then the twin tub has a spin as well. Do that, then put them out to dry. And actually, the twin tub was absolutely incredible at washing. So anyway guys, I hope my wash dry routine has been helpful for somebody. Discussing what detergent to use. I use half a scoop of Ariel. That's all I use. That's all I use on most of my washing actually. But I am also aware that Ariel's not the best brand as far as ethics. It's really hard sometimes. Being blatantly honest, I want to be completely transparent. It's really hard sometimes to balance ethics and availability and affordability and putting that all together, which is why, as I said earlier, you want to make your wash routine work for you. If you've got an eco egg and you absolutely love it, try that, see if it works. If you prefer an eco brand of powder, try that, see if it works. We've used eco leaf powder, I think it was, back when we were getting wholesale orders, and that worked fine. We've tried Top Spots potions, which worked fine on the newborn nappies. I've not tried that on the teething poos. Ariel works good on the teething poos. But I'm not here to tell anybody that what somebody else is doing is wrong, because I truly believe you have to make your wash routine work for you, or cloth nappies are not going to work for you. So this is what I do. Super easy, super straightforward. I'm going to pop these on a radiator if I need one dry soon. I'm not a martyr, so I want cloth nappy, but I am not going to make myself miserable. I'm not going to be without a nappy in order to, be a martyr about, oh, cloth nappies are amazing and wonderful and you shouldn't put any heat on them ever, because it's not realistic. It's not going to help people stick with it. You can make them work for you. You can. There's a lot of help with troubleshooting and things like that. Sometimes it's that the brand that you are using is not working for you, and it's hard to accept sometimes when you've paid out, but it's okay. Try and resell them. Most cloth nappies will resell and somebody will love the brand that you're struggling with. So yeah, trial and error, see what works for you. This is what we do. Try it, see if it works for you. I hope it's really helpful. Hope you've enjoyed the video guys. Thanks for watching.